Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, guys? I'm Zachary Wayne, and this is Zachology. So something I wanted to ask is, am I the only musician out there right now that feels like we're missing that human element and rawness and vulnerability in music right now? We've come so far with technology, but also I feel like we've lost so much human element when I listen to music. Everything's pitch perfect, everything's perfect timing, and it almost makes me crave the dysfunction in a way. I grew up listening to rock and roll and punk, and I think that's why it has such an amazing fan base, is because it brings out those emotions. And when you're a musician, you're so vulnerable when you're expressing yourself. When you're singing a song to somebody or you're writing a song, it's coming from somewhere that you've been. You know, being that vulnerable is something very special to share, especially being on stage. And I feel like where we're at right now, we need that in music more than ever because it's becoming robotic. People have been saying that guitars are becoming a dying breed and it's, no longer cool. Well, let me tell you something. This guitar here, I've had since I was 15 years old. I've been to hell and back and seen many things and had many great experiences because of this guitar. This is one of my best friends that will never leave my side until the day I die. Guitars are one of the coolest things you could ever experience. It brings friendships together, it connects love. There's so many cool things that come from this amazing instrument. Granted, I'm a fan of all instruments, but guitar, I think, is only, in my opinion, becoming more popular. Honestly, guitar is one of the coolest things in the world, and I'm truly grateful that I've had the ability to learn it and to keep pursuing it. It's something that, it's not about being famous. It's not about, being the best guitar player in the world. It's literally the unity that it shares with people. It's the best thing in the world when you can just sit down and jam your favorite songs, your best friend, even your dad. And that's the beauty of a guitar. So that silly statement that guitar is becoming uncool and unpopular is false. And you can check that out on Instagram with every guitar player in the world putting videos up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Songwriting. That is something that is the most fun part about learning music. I took an entire year off for songwriting, and I took my time writing every song that I could that I was feeling at that time. And the one important thing when it comes to songwriting is to enjoy the high that you're on while you're writing it. I can't stress that enough, is that, like, if you get a legit chord progression and you start to feel it fade away, dismiss it and leave it. Always record what you do, but always make sure to feel it out. Don't smash it in the ground. Let it take its time. I think that's the most important part to songwriting, is becoming more in tune with the natural feelings that you want to do. Because there's no rules in music. There's no limits on free thinking. So remember, when you're writing music, allow every natural feeling to come out And if it doesn't at that moment, that's okay. Come back to it another day, and your best songs will come from that. No matter what instrument you have, you are what makes the instrument sound awesome. This is a $1,600 Gibson Les Paul. This is a $300 Fender Stratocaster from China. Looks awesome. They did a great job, by the way. And to be honest with you, it's still gonna sound like me, because it comes down to how you play. And when you get the mentality that no matter what guitar you're holding in your hand, it doesn't matter. It matters on how you feel and how you portray it on this instrument. You can get all tech savvy with all the pickups and all the woods and all that kind of thing, but I'm telling you, the best mindset to have is that it doesn't matter. You should be able to make any guitar sound awesome. And that's the point, is you got to have that mindset. No matter what guitar it is, you are what makes it sound awesome. This is just a cherry on top. So with guitars, with age also comes the nicks, the scratches, and the awesome stories. So with this guitar, one of the craziest stories I have with it was actually the week after I got it. So when I had just got this guitar, my buddy had knocked over the guitar off the stand, and the headstock back here had broken off, which is also known as the Gibson curse. So I'm kind of glad it happened when it did. Also, I'm glad because the guy who fixed it, we can no longer find him. So he fixed it and he disappeared after that. But that was one of the crazier stories I had with this guitar. So, music, it's the most universal language there is. We can all relate to it without even having to know the words because of the feeling, the expressions that is behind it. That's what makes it so universal, and that's what makes it so great, is that I don't even have to understand the words you're saying. It's just how you say it, and I'm right there with you. And that is the most magical feeling to bring and to share with everyone. Life is a song, so dance to it. That's the best part about music. It's universal. So guys, dance to it. I'm Zachary Wayne. This is Zachology. I'll see you next time.